As always, we should buy some bologna because I miss bologna sandwiches.
As always, my brains suck.
As always, when your boyfriend's mom gives you pie, you have to eat it. As always, dog beaches are for dogs, not just people. As always, days off are awesome and we should only have 4-day work weeks tops. As always, if you're gonna do dog pictures, bring something squeaky.
As always, when your boyfriend's out of town, give your puppy a bath so he smells good and is so cuddly.
As always, corn dogs are the best and simultaneously worst midnight snack option out there. As always, chain camera. As always, make a radio show or a podcast so that you can have all your friends over all the time. As always, disinfect your cell phone because it has a lot of weird stuff on it. As always, if you get Swedish candy, make sure it's not the salty kind. As always, you should sing in the shower because I think it makes you cleaner. As always, the first rule about the DLV is that we talk about the DLV and we tell everyone about it. As always, fun buns. As always, kiss a monster. As always, tacos, bitches. As always, if you have a loud ass bird stuffed animal, you better kill it. As always, Mr. King puppies. As always, I love you. Happy birthday. As always, if there's a pitcher that's pitching and he has a 1-syllable or 2-syllable name, you better shout it and mess him up. As always, if there's a hot tub, you freaking go in it. As always, on Sundays, it should be a fun day.
As always, wear deodorant.
As always, if you get your hair did, make sure you take a selfie. As always, Moose is the coolest. As always, on the podcast, thanks everybody for sending me questions.
As always, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
As always, on days off, let's go to the beach tomorrow. As always, when you need to go to sleep, you do it and do other things later. As always, flamingo shirts. As always, tacos. As always, on your last day in town, snuggle a lot. As always, don't forget to eat your pizza before you go to bed, because as always, if you're gonna have a girls' night, do a bang. As always, if you're gonna go down a giant slip and slide, maybe rinse all the sand off first or else it's gonna hurt. As always, it's important to remember that freedom isn't free. As always, when you don't have Wi-Fi and you miss your boyfriend, just keep sending him text messages until he responds back. As always, if sushi is $5, buy all of the rolls. As always, if you're gonna go to a graduation ceremony, ask the person how many people are graduating beforehand. As always, if you're tired, take a nap. As always, if you're having a pretty crazy night, get a corn dog. As always, when it's rainy and a yucky day at the beach, the second best thing is to go to Duffy's on the beach. And as always, when you're in a bad mood, do some stuff with nature. As always, when your pup isn't feeling so hot, you gotta snuggle him till he feels better. As always, if we got new DLV shirts, you probably should get one. As always, when Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory's on TV, eat some chocolate. As always, when you have a vlog stick, you better get some good pictures at the beach. As always, if you're gonna eat chicken, make sure it's in chicken salad so you can barely tell. As always, when your boyfriend gets home, have a glass of wine, hang out. As always, when you wanna get your boyfriend back on Eastern Standard Time, you take him to Disney World. As always, during the podcast, get out your Oreos and don't give any to your boyfriend. As always, see you on Warped Tour. As always, get your chakras straight. As always, Warped Tour rules. As always, chain wallets are really important. As always, go see Mayday Parade because they're my favorite. As always, glow sticks. As always, if there's one thing that I learned, it's that fries are unhealthy, but they're so yummy. Always pack all your shit. As always, get spankings at the Hopper House. And always, water in a bag is better than water at other places. As always, if you find hill, climb it.
That guy just robbed your as always.
As always, there's a guy behind you. Don't let him freaking photobomb your as always.